your career goes along, you naturally lose a little bit. But he takes great care of himself. He puts a lot of effort into his preparation, and he's smart about picking his spots. That's why he's still a factor out there on the offensive end.
Here's the starting group for Houston. And for Memphis, Chet Holmgren out there with Rudy Gobert. Then there's Ben Simmons. Then it's George. And like everyone else, GA, I'm looking forward to the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, we have a pair of the best centers in the NBA. Points in the paint will be a key number tonight.
Now, here's George. Shot clock at 5. A shot. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. Pass to Barnes. And Zhang kicks to Barnes. The 3 from LeBron. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist.
Well, you know, defensively, you try to keep LeBron out of the lane, but then he drops that on you.
Outside, George. Holmgren outside. Gobert the screen. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out. Here's Zhang. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
The free throw off from Zhang. And Greg, these boys veterans really seem to have triggered a shift for the Rockets.
At the same time, it's going to be Houston's young talent that determines their future, and they've already shown they can make a major impact.
Barnes outside, back to James. Houston moving it around. Gobert with the defensive effort. For Memphis, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. George with the bounce pass. Pass to Simmons. And the rebound goes to the Rockets.
He felt the defense on that attempt. Great rim protection.
Here's LeBron. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. And stolen by Zhang. There's the pick. Puts up a deep 3. Another miss by Houston. And so Simmons will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. They trail by 3.
Seems effortless for George, that quick release of his.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Pulls up on the elbow, and he nails the jumper.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
On the wing, George. Solid as a rock from 20 feet away. George has got his second basket of the night.
Well, that's a smooth-looking jumper by Paul George. I mean, he's one of the more gifted scorers in the league, and there's no place on the floor where he can't hurt you.
Simmons left side from the arc. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Rockets trailed by 3. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Well, I had a chance to talk with the head coach of the Grizzlies. Coach was enthralled by the court awareness of LeBron James. He said, quote, very few guys know where all the players are on the court at all times. Very few players have the skill and the ability to take advantage of any slip-up. LeBron falls in both of those categories. There's a reason people talk about him as the GOAT. Back to you.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. It's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession.
Houston's ball.
Six on the shot clock. This one for 3. The Rockets again can't hit. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. You know, Clark, Rudy Gobert is often the victim of unfair criticism.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more there. I mean, that's just what people tend to do, the talking heads, if you will. I think Too many times folks focus on what he can't do instead of appreciating all that he does. I mean, he excels as a rim protector, a screener, a physical presence in the paint. I mean, I think he's going to go down as one of the all-time outstanding defenders in league history.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. And here we have the 2K leaderboard showing us the teams with the best free throw percentage during the past month. Fifth best, the Grizzlies.
And they've had a lot of success at the free throw line converting those at a high level. So I'd look for them to continue to attack the rim.
.121 left in the first quarter. To halt the run, it's Chet Holmgren with the rebound.
He has not been at his most efficient this quarter.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on LeBron James.
Well, you have to be really on your toes when you're defending Paul George. He's excellent when it comes to using the pump fake to draw fouls.
First one falls for him.
And you know, George is a tough cover. The length, the range, smooth athlete, very difficult to match up with.
And both free throws good for Paul George. 1:07 left to play in the first quarter. Clock at 6. That shot no good.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Barnes outside. They need this one. Bucket is good.
That's a nice dime from Barnes, showing he can break down the defense with his passing.
Memphis leading by 5. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to George. And here is Simmons, covered by Barnes. A free ball. A three-pointer is right on target.
Well, they count on big-time production from him at the offensive end.
He can't get it to go. And so it's Memphis holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. Back to the action in just a minute. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And I've really liked how they moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
And so in the game for the Rockets, they got Scotty Barnes, also Houdini out there, and it's Morant in at the point. For the 3, the Rockets pull it in. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Well, you know, the cohesiveness was evident out there. These guys feel like they can win in any arena, and they proved it that game.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks, guys. John Morant looking to lead the way. He said, I set the tone. My teammates feed off of it, and I love to compete. That's how we all grew up, playing on the blacktop outside, competing at a high level when there was no cameras around. Back to you guys.
He's got that alpha mentality. Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this lead.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark.
Which is a spark they desperately need. They've got to ramp up the intensity.
Now, here's Cunningham. Nothing on the board. Basket good. Cunningham's got the lead up to 8 now for the Grizzlies. And Greg, the way the floor is spaced now, how much would you enjoy playing in this current environment?
I'm lacing up my kicks as you say that. It would have been a lot of fun. But not only do you have more room to operate, defenders practically, they can't touch you.
On defense, the Rockets, following the basket by Cade Cunningham, cans the shot with nobody near him. And now it's a 10-point Memphis lead. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
All sorts of time. Buries the jump shot. 6 points for him. And so Powell will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Well, scoring from the wing is a necessity in the NBA, and that tells you a little bit about the value of these guys, the highest scoring small forwards in the league since the All-Star break. 5th best, Paul George.
I mean, tremendously gifted athletically. I mean, we're used to seeing that at that spot on the floor, and they pretty much all give astonishing individual performances on any given night.
Well, we know the small forward spot is where the bulk of the scoring load rests on most teams. I mean, those players on that list always come through in the scoring department. These guys have a lot of firepower.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Now a chance to take a look at some numbers for LeBron James.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
Rockets trail by 11. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Shoots from 14, and that one comes up a bit short.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Holmgren on the foul. And the Grizzlies lead by 13.
I mean, length and skill. And Holmgren has a lot of both.
Here's Shumshay. Sampson, the pass to Barnes. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high impact defense they want to see out of him.
Now here's Cunningham. And stolen by Barnes. And it's Houston on the break. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown.
Exercising his authority.
And the Grizzlies leading by 11. In his relatively young career, Scotty Barnes, GA, has played a number of positions.
Well, he's so versatile. He can be successful at a lot of different spots on the floor. A glue guy you can plug in just about anywhere.
Rockets have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And you look at how ready Morant was for that. He was on his spot, feet planted, ready to fire.
Pass to George. And another miss by Memphis.
Soft defense in that mid-range area, but they got away with it this time.
And with that shot, the Grizzly lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Sampson. And George with the stuff.
Look, in deference to his age, he's not going to throw it down like he used to, but PG can still rock that rim.
Now here's Morant. Coming in off a 10-point game his last outing. And he dunks it down.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Here's Powell. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Cunningham. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
And the challenge defensively is to find Cunningham at all 3 levels. He can beat you at the rim. He can beat you from 30 feet out and everything in between.
Over in the corner, Sampson. No good on the 3. And so it's Memphis heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Welcome to halftime, and after 2 quarters played, some ground to make up for the Houston Rockets.
To me, it starts with their effort. They have to become more active defensively to prevent easy look shots.
Yeah, the only way to slow down a team with good scores is to disrupt their rhythm. Otherwise, you fire up that barbecue.
Man, that was 1987 all over again.
And now, as the regular season marches on, here's how things look in the West as we near the final stretch.
Taking a look here at the Rockets, they're playing up to expectations. Maybe they like to be doing more than that, but I think they're ready to make some noise in the playoffs. That's when you turn up.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Paul George really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
Paul George is out there with Holmgren. Then it's Rudy Gobert. Then it's Simmons. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Count it. He's got 10. And the Grizzlies leading by 5. Pass to George. Shot on the wing. Simmons can't get it to go. The Rockets shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Now here's LeBron. They get it back, and he could not get them one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Holmgren. Rockets have started out 0 of 1 from the line, missing their only other attempt earlier.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Guys, that says a lot about the poise of this team. I mean, they've been so calm, cool, and consistent at the stripe this year. I mean, that's impressive.
Now, here's George. 9 points in the game so far. Memphis moving it around. Holmgren can't hit.
No such thing as an easy bucket most of the time in the NBA, but I'm surprised he missed that.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. In an era of title or bust thinking, it's noteworthy that the grit and grind Grizzlies of the 2010s are properly celebrated. While they never made it past the Western Conference Finals, their physical style, built around Zach Randolph, Marc Gasol, Tony Allen, and Mike Conley, built a lasting legacy in Memphis. Back to you.
Thank you, Allie. And here are the Rockets now after Ben Simmons' miss. And he comes up with the deuce.
Wow, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
And a chance to check out the numbers for James. He's right around 13 points a night, 7 assists, and 7 rebounds. It's hard to wrap your head around numbers like these, but that is just what he delivers night in and night out.
You know, it's so easy for us to take him for granted, to get spoiled with what he does. I think we've got to be more appreciative of the kind of impact this man has in every game he plays.
Now, here's Holmgren. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. And here's Simmons for 3. It's rebounded by Houston.
That's a big donut, folks, here. Start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
For the lead, he lays it in. He's got 14.
Given the size disadvantage, you have to have a lot of confidence to take that shot.
And you know what? He does. I mean, in the NBA, you've got to have ways to score over defenders of all sizes.
Now here's Simmons. He has 5. Just 5 to shoot to end the cold streak. And again, Memphis no good.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless with their first 5 attempts.
Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service dimes tonight. One sweet one after another.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo.
Taking on the Rockets in the Toyota Center.
Some changes for Memphis. Andre Ayton's checked in for Gobert. Markkanen comes in for Holmgren. And it's Powell in for George. And then for Houston, Houdini comes in for James. And it's Morant in for Jang. Powell feeling it out a bit. Pass to Ayton. Right wing. Drives to the hoop. That's a basket. His 8th from the field. 8 of 14.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take it.
Out to Powell. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
First in rebounding, first in assists, and they're also first in opponent field goal percentage. Their size and athleticism, that toughness and effort, it's all elite.
And that #1 ranking in rebounding is no fluke. They've got the muscle and, Greg, the persistence to control the glass in every game they play. Offensive rebounds, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win. Clear he's pressing a little bit right now, and that's not going to help.
Over to the left wing. 1:44 left here in the third quarter. And now we go to the 2K leaderboard to find out which teams have had the hottest shooters since All-Star. The Rockets 4th.
no doubt their offense has really hit its stride. I mean, they're making the extra pass and not settling for that first shot that presents itself. And you see that in their shooting percentage.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. .141 left in the third quarter. Back to Markkanen. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Now Powell, following the miss by John Morant from deep. Five to shoot. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Here's Markkanen. Barnes grabs the miss. Barnes has got 4 rebounds in this game. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Up top, Powell. Simmons inside the line. From out of the wing, he knocks it down. Simmons got 7 points in the game.
And sinking that one, he ends a 14-0 run by the Rockets.
There's the slam dunk to finish it off.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in, build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
Puts up a deep 3. That shot missing.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
And we've reached the end of the third. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. Now here's LeBron. Now Jang. Out left to the wing. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Holmgren's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Simmons. From past the arc. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball game.
On the wing, James. Pass to Jang. Takes a 3. Yes! It's James picking up the assist. And the Rockets lead by 4.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now, here's Holmgren. Back to Simmons. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by LeBron.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Shoots from the baseline. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Holmgren's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And Simmons kicks to Holmgren. Gobert dishes to Simmons. Fader on the way, and he's good on the 3 ball.
Their third 3-pointer in a row.
Adjust adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Well, over the break, I listened to Ime Udoka's huddle. Coach had a clear message for his team. He said, quote, let's finish the job out there. It's ours for the taking if we can just get it done. So it sounds like he's hoping they can close out this game strong, guys.
Allie, thank you so much. Now here's LeBron. Pass to Barnes. And stolen by Simmons. And then Simmons slams it in.
Goodness, Ben Simmons, unreal.
Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Barnes against Simmons. Fades and shoots. Uses the glass that time, and it's good. And the Rockets lead by 1.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
George passes to Simmons. That ball, nice speed that time from George. 14 points for Ben Simmons.
This really elevates Ben Simmons' team when he's shooting it like this. Great to see him finding the scoring rhythm.
Here's Barnes. Shot clock at 6. That does not go. Grizzlies have gone 5 of 6 in the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Now here's Barnes. Shoots the 3. Simmons there for the rebound.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Holmgren looking around. George, and there's the 3.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Well, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Big time jam. He was ready to receive and deliver.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
And it's Houston on the break.
Yeah, good job to take it right after.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had the foul and keep converting the easy bucket.
At the line for the Rockets, 10, 2 shots.
Gets the first, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. Ja Morant, he's checked in for Barnes. And he is unable to get the second one.
He gets them to within 1 possession, but that miss puts a lot of pressure on their defense. I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He kicked off that dunk with some serious end time on the rim.
Yeah, just couldn't contain himself. Couldn't control himself there.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. And the Rockets making a change here. Barnes is checked in. James looking around. Barnes outside. 6 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. Gobert there for the rebound.
Not a good shot at all, but that's what happens when you get desperate.
George. Oh, great touch off the pass.
Because of his incredible scoring ability, Many consider George to still be a star.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
It doesn't look good, even with a quick bucket here.
Outside Holmgren. Gobert, the screen. That's tipped.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
The three goes down. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
4-point game, and he commits the intentional foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5.
Taking 2 shots.
So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
No mistakes there. Good free throws to give them just a little bit more cushion.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They're trailing by 6. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
There's still a sliver of hope.
Yeah, but they've got to score and then foul immediately.
Barnes outside. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. And they go to the intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
They didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. And now we've got the intentional foul.
And you can see where they're coming from by fouling to stop the clock, but really they're just kidding themselves.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this game is over, and they're the only ones who don't realize that.
Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. And so the Grizzlies take the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
Rudy, you guys came to play tonight. Can you talk about the motivation right from the opening tip?
We just wanted to have a good defensive game, come out ready and make sure we communicate and run back because these guys are very talented and we did a great job.
The communication paid off. Thanks so much.
Oh, terrific job, Allie. Thank you so much. That was enjoyable. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So for Allie LaForce and my colleagues here at the table, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Ben Simmons.